All right, so let's take a look here on personalities. This is going to be so fun. I love this. This is one of my all-time favorite presentations. This is a relationship business, guys. It's really about people. That's the most awesome thing. Like, there was a presidential panel, and they asked them, what is the most awesome, amazing thing about doTERRA? Relationships. The people. The people, guys. The products are awesome, but it's the people that we built these relationships, even our friends and family that we've been friends and family with for a long time. Our relationships have been strengthened through doTERRA. So it's been such a beautiful, beautiful thing. So let's talk about personalities. So these are the 4 different shapes: triangle, circle, square, squiggle. And I want you guys to close your eyes. I'm going to count to 5. And I want you to pick one of the 4 shapes that you like. You like its curves, you like its box, it makes you feel happy when you see that shape. Okay, so close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What did you pick? Any circles? Okay, write circle on your paper. Okay, any squares? Squares, okay, squares. Any triangles? See, the triangles aren't raising their hands. That's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Triangles, squiggles. Squiggles are not sure if they're a squiggle, so it's okay. They're like, I'm not quite sure, that's okay. All right. So this is really, really cool. So it's 97% accurate. This just blows my mind. Even kind of like the belief pyramid. It just is right. It's crazy. Okay, so we're going to talk about what their likes, their dislikes, and how we can deal with these people better, right? Because again, it's all relationships. And it's interesting that we're usually not married to the same shape. So it's really, we got to learn how to figure this out. I love it. Okay, so squares. Squares are very detailed. They're hard workers, guys. They're one of the hardest working bunches in doTERRA. They work very, very hard. They like stable environment. Can you tell by the shape? Like stable, perfect, straight, right? They like order. They like, give me clear directions and I can just get it done. Very, very clear. They're loyal. They're most organized, the most structured, very, very detail-oriented. They're conservative and they like things done regular. They like checklists, okay, so they like checking things off of the list. So I'm a circle square, so my square part is if I did it and it's not on my checklist, I'm going to add it and then I can check it off, right? I know, it's part of my square in me. So clutter drives you nuts, okay, squares. Everything needs to be clean and so you can work, right? Like before I cook, I have to clean my kitchen because I can't, right? That's the square part of me. They like policies. So these people will be able to tell you every single policy about doTERRA. I've read the policy manual, I've highlighted it, that's me, okay, part of the square. They don't like the word team. Ooh. Oops. Okay, so really independent, okay? And they just want to do it themselves. Just tell me what I need to do, I'm just going to get it done, okay? How many squares in here are y'all like, yep, that's me, okay. They do not like change, right? Again, look at the square, right? It's perfectly equal. There's no squiggle in it. There's no rounded part. They don't like change. They can't stand stuff like this. They're like, oh my gosh, when is this part going to be over? Will she just stop it already? This is way too touchy-feely for the squares. They don't like it. They're list makers. So you guys are making a list right now of the stuff. They like to check it off. And they would rather just get the work done. Can we just finish this already so I can get it done? They prefer to work alone. And they're good at repetitious, cumbersome work, even if it's alone. They can be stubborn sometimes, and fun is an unnecessary thing. They do not like being spontaneous. They don't like being team players, touchy-feely, any of that stuff. If I called one of them up here right now, they would just kill me. They don't like that, okay? So what happens if you live or work with a square? They want specific explanations. Give them a checklist. Honey, today I need you to please get these 3 things done in any order. But these 3 things. They like instructions, very specific examples and stuff. They do not like just floating around. We're just going to go with the flow and see what happens today. No, you guys are shaking your heads, right? That does not work with your square. They don't like not knowing what direction or where the day's headed or the week. We have to, like we have our pillow talk at the beginning of the week on Sunday night. We talk about what the week is going to look like, right? Because I'm married to a square triangle. Okay. They remember regularity is a comfort to them. So those policies and procedures and the schedule and the checklist, that makes them happy and they feel safe, right? So we need to embrace that. Don't try to change them. That doesn't work. Every personality shape has its pluses and also its minuses, right? We all have that. And so we need to be able to learn how to embrace that and see how we all fit together in this puzzle. So the motto, I gave a motto for every one of the shapes. The motto of this one is, give me the job, I'll do it by myself, and I'll get it done right. So if you're married to a square, that's what makes them happy, okay? And so just embrace it. That's a good thing, right? It's a good thing to be able to hand your square a checklist or a builder. Guys, if you guys have builders that are squares, give them a checklist, okay? This is what we need to do, and they're going to do it. That's how they work, okay? If you're like, hey, we're going to really talk about it, and I'm going to give you hugs, and they're like, what? That's not what they need, right? That's not what this personality type needs. Got it? Okay. They still need hugs, but they don't know it. Bless their heart. Okay, triangles. So triangles are the ones who are not participating right now. They're like, this is so dumb. Get this part over with. The triangles have some square tendencies, so some of the triangles are like, maybe I have some square-like. But some of the triangles are like, hey, maybe I'm a square. They're also left brain, very, very well organized, very detailed, and they like structure to the point of obsessive compulsive, like a lot, okay? They're perfectionists, get to the bottom line people, right? So when you're talking to a triangle and you're doing a one-on-one with them, if you're gonna give them a 1-hour medicine cabinet makeover with them, they will not like you, okay? They want to know, give me the details to the point, short and to the point, so I can get out of here. Okay, that's how they are. Perfectionists, they like to debate and argue. They would love that. They like to take charge. They are very confident. They're very competitive. They love to debate. The spouses would say they love to argue, but they say they love to debate. They're very goal-oriented, okay? Triangles, if you look at the shape, sometimes they have pointy sides, sometimes they can poke us, sometimes they're sharp, yeah, sometimes they poke. They don't mean to, okay? If we can understand that about our triangles, then we can embrace that and be like, okay, that they didn't mean to, that's just their personality, okay? They're very goal-oriented, so if you can point them into the right direction, they will go. Isn't that nice about a triangle, though, if you can just point them? And then they can take off on their own. They enjoy planning something out and then doing it. They get motivated by accomplishing and finishing the goal, but they may forget some of the details along the way. Let's see here. So they can be impatient. Our triangles can be very outspoken, sometimes anal, ADD, about a 5-minute attention span. So get it done quickly because they've moved on. They get very bored very, very easily. Okay, so get to the point and move on. If you live or work with a triangle, you need to see they need to be able to see the goal and the accomplishments. They need to be able to see that, yeah, we're actually doing what we've set out to do. Or they get really, really discouraged. They always need to know why. Why? Why do you want me to do that? Explain to me why. They need to understand why. If there's a task at hand and something we need to do, the triangle appreciates specific targets and milestones along the way that they can see that they're on the right track. Right? I see some of you guys nodding your heads. That's good. Always be very clear about your underlying intention of what your goal is, whatever you're trying to accomplish with them. If the general direction can be set out, then they can be flexible in reaching their end goal however they choose to do it. This is their motto. Yeah, get to the point. Any triangles out here thinking that right now? Yeah. You're like, yeah, just get to the point. And again, they're not participating, so I know. I have a triangle. Okay. All right, circles. So circles right now, they're like, oh yeah, that's totally my husband. It's so cute. And they're talking to the people next to them. They're writing notes. They're texting people. They're like, this is so you, honey. And those are my circles. So circles are the motivators. They're the peacemakers. They like to make sure everybody's always happy and everybody's doing great and how's everybody doing? And that's the circle personality. They like to talk and think while they talk out loud. Everything comes out of their mouth. There's no filter. They cry over Hallmark cards. There's no hard edges to these people. They're circles, right? They bounce around from everybody. They love everybody, want everybody to feel included. They handle things by talking. Let's just talk it through. Let's just work it out. That's how they do. So our first priority as circles is communication, right? We want to be good communicators and work it out. Just if we could just talk it through, I know we could get through this, right? Our circles out there, they're nodding their head. They like to laugh. They're emotional. They're caregivers, fun-loving. They're the party people, the socializers. There's a party going on at that table back there. Those are the circles. But guess what, guys? What happens to the circles? Others dump on you. Yeah, others dump on you. They're like, oh my gosh, so true. Guess what? We're also martyrs. Oh, I can't believe I had to do that again. Nobody would help me. I ended up having to do everything, and then everybody has to listen to your pity party about it. We feel guilty when we're not doing something, right? The circles, they're all talking. If you want somebody to do something, just ask a circle. They'll do it for you. They're overcommitted. They're always tired. How are you doing? Oh, I'm so tired. That's a circle, okay? We're always tired. We're the martyrs. We try too hard to please everybody, okay? Guess what? If your team has 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 people, can I please everybody? No. If your team has 20 people, 30 people, 5 people, can you please everybody? No, you still can't. So we need to stop trying, because you can't. As much as I want to, we still can't. So what happens if you live or work with a circle? The harmonious situation is of utmost importance. They will not sit and listen to your story, though, because we want to tell our story. And they have to add their part. So I'm sorry your baby threw up, but let me tell you about when my baby threw up, because I can totally relate to that, and then they're going to, right? Yeah. Yep, they're having fun back there, so they're circles. Yay. So, and they want to talk about all the different points of view, because from the circle, you can see all the different points of view, right? So they want to talk about every single point of view possible. They will talk it to death. And the triangles are like, get over it already. Okay. And guess what the motto of the circle is? I'll do it. I'll do it. It's okay. I can do 17 PowerPoints by tomorrow. I'll do it. It's okay. That's what we do. We'll just say, I'll just do it. It's no problem. Squiggle. Squiggles are like, I still don't know if I'm a squiggle. That's okay. Those are squiggles. They're the idea people. They drive all the other personality types crazy, okay? There's a couple squiggles in here. We love you. They dance to their own crazy drummer. They've got something else going on up here that we can't really understand, the other personality types. They're just known for being different. You really can't put a label on them, right? They're just different. They're always doing something new and different. They get bored with regularity. They're always thinking. They're off the wall, very, very creative. They like to tackle the world head on. They're not organized. Some of their ideas don't even make sense. They just have a lot of ideas. They're not organized. Some of them have serious authority issues. They do not want anybody telling them what to do. Like, if you just follow this checklist, they don't want that. That will make them bonkers. Don't do that to a squiggle. They need appreciation and recognition, though, okay? And they need reassurance that they're doing the right thing, because their next idea in their mind has already gone off to something else. They do need hugs. Some of you squiggles out here can't even believe you're a leader. You're like, how did this even happen to me? Yeah, and that you're accountable. I'm accountable? What? How did this happen, right? Okay, good. But you know what? Squiggles are great sharers, and they're great super sharers. If it's not fun, they won't do it. Do you see how we need to know about all these different personality types, how it's important? Absolutely. Squiggles, if they're given a task, they're going to come up with lots of ideas, so brainstorming and stuff like that, squiggles are great. If you're stuck in a rut and you need some fresh ideas, find a squiggle. They're going to have tons of ideas. They're spontaneous. You can call them up and say, hey, you want to go to eat right now in 10 minutes? Yeah, totally. That's a squiggle. If you call a triangle or a square, they'll be like, well, no, I have to check my calendar. It's about 3 months from now, I've got an opening for you. They're not spontaneous. They do get very easily distracted, though. So like, what? You know, moved on. And they don't always follow through. So they have tons and tons of ideas, but they don't ever finish. The circles are going to finish the project. Okay? So they leave it partially finished. All right, so if you live or work with a squiggle, be flexible enough to jump around a bit, right? Because that's what that person that's what they like. So be flexible. Jump around a little bit with your squiggle. And the motto of a squiggle is, okay, what's next? Wait, I got an idea. Right? They're always moving on to the next thing, and so that's cute. They love new ideas and trying different things. They get bored very, very quickly with the status quo. They like unexpected angles. That motivates them. There's no angles in a squiggle. Always something new. Do you see that? I love it. It contrasts drastically with different ideas. They like to explore many possibilities all at the same time. They like multiple choices available to them, and they're going to choose the one that's not on there. And then there's no procedure. There is no checklist. There is no schedule for the day. Every day is different, and the squiggles were probably late today or thought it was another day, and a friend called them and said it was today, and that's why they're here. Because those are the squiggles. Okay, y'all are dying. This is awesome. So, do you guys think that was pretty accurate? Like 97%. I was pretty spot on. It's crazy. Think of a square and triangle. They're opposite. They work very specific and finite. They approach it logically and systematically, whereas the circles and the squiggles are extroverted, intuitive, very creative, new ideas, new people, new things, very dependable. Just evaluate those that you work with. Share it with somebody around you. The circles have already done that. Share it with other people around you, and be aware. Just be aware of the different personality types on your team, and just ask people. Ask your sharers and your builders. Tell me which personality type you are, so that we can better work together. Right? This is so important, and your spouses too. I think it's awesome. It strengthens your team. Attract people like yourself. You miss out on the strength of what others can bring to the table. We value our differences, and really there's no limit to our success when we have all the different types so we can all work. We need the ideas, we need the checklists, we need people to keep us on track. We need to have fun and give hugs and all that stuff too. So we have it all. Okay. Super sharer. Everybody can be a super sharer. I just love that I finally get paid for talking and texting my friends. I finally get paid for it. But really, guys, it's just sharing and getting people interested. And we get stuff for free if we do that, right? It's awesome. So thank y'all so much.